You might have been wondering what has happened to all the buzz about Dangote refinery in the outskirts of Lagos. Well, those contemplations is prompting this curious visit by the leadership of the Nigerian Senate, led by the President, Godswill Akpabio. Today's government is poaching a 1 trillion economy. Petrol products are 100% imported and priced. So on his first visit, so much must be derived. The president of the Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, leads the delegation on a tour of this massive complex measuring 6,600 acres, or the equivalent of 7 times the size of Victoria Island, the home to the world's largest single-train refinery, capable of processing 650,000 barrels of crude oil per day, including large variety of African crude, some of the Middle Eastern crude, the U.S. light oil, and others.
The things that came in container, about 152,000 containers.
Across the complex is the biggest seaport, which initially wasn't a part of the budget, but had to be constructed as no Nigerian port could berth some of the equipment used during the construction phase. Then to the 30 kilometers underwater pipeline from the sea into the refinery for crude and for export of finished products. Conceived in 2017, Dangote tells his guests that during the construction stage, it supported over 150,000 jobs, mostly Nigerians. All Nigerians' domestic demands for refined products can be met, and how 50% of its production will be exported. Another first you will find anywhere in the world are the equipment installed in this laboratory for testing and other purposes. It also has a world-class control room. For him, imagine a Nigeria where all its petroleum products are produced in country. Imagine the fact that just 3 of his companies paid a total of 788.9 billion naira as tax and 276 billion in VAT in 3 years. A possibility where 70,000 direct and indirect jobs on account of the cement factory alone has been created, and what this complex would do when fully operational and serving.
So when we talk about economic development, social economic development, this is what you see.
After 8+ hours of engagement, in this presentation room, Aliko Dangote makes these critical facts passionate appeal to the legislators.
I urge you to please consider this refinery as our national asset, given the envisaged long multiplier effect on the economy. Indigenous investment of such magnitude ought to be protected and backed by laws that should prevent disruptions in its activities.
It's a call and response situation, and looks like we have a deal.
We will, as human beings, go back and do all our best to protect this facility. We will do so. If we can go ahead to give incentives to people who acquire oil well, even when they were producing assets, we now give them tax waiver. So why can't we give you tax waivers in the things we have seen today?
Still on his deal commitments, PMS or petrol will be available from the refinery to Nigerians from next month, and the refinery will also be listed on the Nigerian exchange later this year.
I, as the chairman of downstream committee in the National Assembly, is to make laws that will help to advance the cost of this investment, at the same time give Nigeria a better deal.
You hear from the Nigerian Senate.
The anticipation is on from both parties. Nigeria will definitely be the biggest winners if all promises from here are kept. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
Totally friendly. We will answer your question. You need more money. You need to be designated a special development area for what you are doing for Nigeria. Thank you, and may others copy from you. Sanwo-Olu and the